Looks like Sanders is going to kick the ball off to Hopkins to start the game. So Hopkins will go on offense first. And we are off. Kickoff's picked up around the 16 and passed off, which is a little trickery on the opening kickoff. Alongside is pushed out of bounds around the 45-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. I think they're going to put it at the 42. So that's where Hopkins will start this first offensive possession of the game. I'm not sure if there was a penalty on the opening kickoff or something. It almost signals like they're going to kick it off again. I'm not quite sure what they're doing. Because now they're walking the ball. Maybe there was a foul and they're just marking the ball backwards. And there must have been a penalty on Hopkins because it was at the 42, but now they put it back at the 25. I'm not sure why. I never saw a flag being thrown. Didn't see an indication of a foul. But regardless, it looks like Hopkins is going to start their first offensive drive at the 25-yard line. Now I think we finally figured out where we are. First down and 10 for Hopkins at the 25, it appears. So it'll be a handoff to the running back to start. A nice run off the left-hand side of the line. It'll get about 8 or 9 on first down. So it'll be second down and short. I think they're going to put it at the 29, so I think it'll be second down at about 1. Slow snap and able to be corralled. Again, another run along the left-hand side. Short gain, but I think it'll be enough for a first down. And it will be. It'll be right around the 41, so a gain of about 2. But again, enough for the first down. So it'll be a new set of downs here on the first drive of the game. This time they'll try and run along the right-hand side. It's going to find a lot of room over there. And finally run out of bounds around midfield. So I think they're actually going to put it at the 49 of Sanders' side of the field. So a nice gain on first down. There'll be another set of downs, but this time in Sanders' territory. Up, and there's a little bit of fumbling with the exchange. Threw the timing off a little bit. He's going to try and get what he can, but he gets tackled behind the line. A loss of about 3. Tried to pitch it to the wide receiver in motion and couldn't quite handle the ball. Hopkins will maintain possession, just lose a few yards. I think it'll be second down at about 13. Now back on their own side of the 50 at the 47. His first pass attempt of the game, and it just threw it over the receiver's head. There was a receiver open, but couldn't quite connect. And make it third down and 13. So 3rd down and 13 for Hopkins on their first drive of the game. And they're just going to try and run it. Originally it was going to go right, but now it decides to switch directions and go left, and we'll lose a few more yards. Or actually, excuse me, I was looking at the original down marker. Be eventually about a gain of 1 maybe. Gets it back to the 48, but it will be 4th down and about 12. Sorry, my camera angle's a little off. May not have seen all that. So it'll be 4th down, about 12 for Hopkins. His first drive, just taking up about 2 minutes of the opening quarter clock. Now a flag has been thrown. I think there was some confusion on Hopkins' side about personnel. Not sure if that's what the flag's going to be about. This time I did see a flag. See, they tell me what it's going to, the signal is. I think they're going to call it a false start on Hopkins, which will push them back even more. So I'll make it 4th down and about 17. My math is right. Now it's looking like Hopkins is going to punt the ball away. And there was and he couldn't quite handle the ball on the long snap. And Sanders will jump on it and start their first offensive possession of the game with very good field position right at the 30 of Hopkins. So it'll be a short field for them to work with. A bit of ball mismanagement by Hopkins in these first few minutes. Clock is stopped at the change of possession with 5:26 to go. Still scoreless as we're just getting started here in the first quarter. Now Sanders will have the ball for the first time at Hopkins' 30-yard line. First down and 10 from there. And it'll be a run right up the middle, and he'll get a gain of about 3. Actually, I think 4. I think you're going to put it at the 34-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and about 6. Second and about 6 for Sanders. High snap is bouncing around in the backfield, and they're just going to jump on it. That'll put the ball back at around the 35, 36. I think they're going to put it at 36. So big loss on the play. So both teams having a little trouble containing the ball so far. They'll make it 3rd down and about 13, 14 yards if I'm reading the down marker correctly. So 3rd down and long for Sanders after the high snap. Snap is able to meet He's looking like he's going to throw it right up the middle, and there is a receiver open. That will definitely be enough for the first down as they take it inside the 15. I think they're going to put it down to the 14. So it'll be a new set of downs for Sanders as they convert the long 3rd down. So it'll be 1st down and 10. 14, getting closer to the goal to try and get the first points of the game up on board. Another run right up the middle. This will get a few yards. I think they're going to give them about 1, maybe 2. The ball's placed at about the 12 or 13-yard line. 2nd down and about 8 or 7, give or take. We're down to a little less than 3 minutes left in this opening quarter. Still scoreless. On second down at about 7. Going to try and run along the left side, see if they can get around the edge, and won't quite be able to. Still gain on the play. They'll take it inside the 10 at about the 8. It'll be third down and about 3 or 4. Again, all of my numbers are approximate. So take everything with a grain of salt. So we'll call it third down and 4. See if Hopkins can get a stop here after giving Sanders good starting field position with a bad snap on the punt. Another run, this run around the right-hand side, a lot of room, is able to maintain his footing. And he's going to put the ball right around the 5, which is right around where the first down marker is. I'm not sure if they're going to call that a first down or 4th and short. Right now the chains say 4th and very short. If it is 4th down, it's going to be 4th and less than a yard. I haven't seen a signal for first down yet, so I guess it is 4th down, but again, 4th down and very short. All right, now I hear a whistle. I believe a timeout was called before this 4th down play, as I imagine Sanders will probably go for it. So the ball's spotted actually a little outside the 5. Call it like the 6.5 or 5.5, I guess that would be 5.5, and the first down marker is right at the 5. The timeout stopped the clock at 1:18. So these first 2 opening drives by each team have taken majority of this first quarter. So here we go, 4th and less than a yard for Sanders, right around the 5. Running back is going to keep it, and he's definitely going to get the first down. He's going to get a touchdown. Running right along the right-hand side of the line and was able to get around the defense, score the first points of the game for Sanders, who will now lead 6-0. Play they scored the touchdown on, a direct snap run along the right-hand side and get into the end zone. Almost the exact play they scored on. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. 2-point conversion is successful, so Sanders will now lead 8-0. Down to 1:12 left in the quarter. We'll prepare for the opening kickoff, where Hopkins will get the ball for the second time. Apologize if you hear background wind noise. A little windy up here tonight, but hopefully you can hear enough to know what's going on. Kickoff will be picked up inside the 20 and run back to about the 40. I think they're going to put it right at 39. So that's how Hopkins will start their second possession, similar to where they started their first possession. Now Hopkins finds himself down by 8 points. With 1 minute and 4 left in this first quarter. First down and 10. Right at 39. Be a run up the right-hand side, but he's met quickly in the backfield by the defenders for Sanders, and he's going to lose yards all the way back to the 28. Loss of almost 10 on that play. It was second down and long for Hopkins. Call it about 2nd and 20, if you will. They have spotted the ball at the 28. They got to get all the way to the 49. It's actually 2nd and 21. Quarterback looks like he's going to try and throw it. It'll be a short pass to the running back. And again, it'll be thrown down behind the line of scrimmage. I apologize for the camera. Wasn't quite where you could see it. Tackled at the 20, about the 20, but I think I see a flag on the field. Maybe he got a little high on that tackle. I'm not quite sure. If it was against Sanders, that'd be a gift for Hopkins. Nope, it will be on Hopkins, some sort of illegal procedure penalty, which they're going to decline. Keep the result of the play, not surprising, as the play resulted in another loss. The ball's now at about the 23, so it'll be second down and about, probably around 30, not quite 30, but between 25 and 30 yards. Now there's another whistle and another flag. I think there might have been some early movement again. If that's the case, Hopkins is going the wrong direction. Now actually this time it is early movement, but it is against Sanders, which will help Hopkins a little bit, bringing the ball back to the 26, give or take. Make the third down a little more manageable. It's still 3rd and very long. And we hear the buzzer going off for the end of the 3rd quarter, but that pass falls incomplete. Pardon me, the end of the 1st quarter. So an incomplete pass was the result of the play. It'll be 4th down and long for Hopkins once the 2nd quarter begins. So the 1st quarter is in the books. Sanders leading 8-0 over Hopkins. Hopkins will have a 4th down and long, probably try and punt it away as we move to the other side of the field. So as we start the 2nd quarter, say Hopkins will have the ball on a 4th and long at about their own 25 23, 24 yard line, and their will punt, or actually it's a fake. I'm not sure if it was intentional fake, but it is a fake punt. It'll be nowhere near the first down. Not sure if that was intentional or bust, but again, that will give Sanders very good field position. Hopkins needed to get to almost midfield to get a first down on any fake punt attempt. So that was only a gain of about 10, so nowhere near what they needed. So it will be first down to Sanders again, and with good field position deep in Hopkins territory. It's actually better than last time because they're putting the ball at about the 27. No, sorry. Reading the wrong yard line. It's about the 23. Sanders will have the ball for the second time, already up 8-0. I hear a whistle before that play went off. Didn't see a flag, so I'm not sure why a whistle was blown. But indeed there was a flag. It's on Sanders for a false start, so that will push them back. I think they're going to put the ball right around the 27. Actually, it's probably closer to the 28. So it'll be first down to about 15 for Sanders now. Another low snap, but able to be corralled. And again, the quarterback's just going to keep it. Get a nice gain all the way to almost the 20. They didn't quite make it. They're going to put him at the 21. A gain of about 6 or 7. So it'll be a second down and about maybe 6 or 7, give or take. Second down from there. Second down, about 6 or 7. This time it's a short pass in the backfield, and he gets pushed down right around the line of scrimmage. I think they're going to mark it right at the 21 again, so that would mean no gain on the play. So now it'll be third down and about 6 or 7 at the 21-yard line. 6:36 left in the second quarter. Sanders currently leading 8-0. Not sure what the delay is. Oh, I see another indication of false start on Sanders. So that will push them back to about the 26. So that'll make a third down at about 10. third down and long. Oh, sorry, that was second down. My apologies. Second down and long. A run right up the middle. And he's finding a lot of room through the line and just tripped up before he can get outside. But it will be a first down right around 10. There was a lot of room over there, but just lost his footing. There will be a new set of downs for Sanders. First and goal as they put the ball at the 9. Sanders looking to extend their 8-0 lead. It's be first down and goal. Low snap. The quarterback's going to keep it and try to run to the right side, but that is not going to get very many yards. A small gain on the play. I believe he got down to about the 8. Call it a gain of 2. So it'll be second down and goal. Actually, I think they put the ball at the 7-yard line, so a gain of about 3. It'll be second down and goal, Sanders. And again, it will be a keep and a run along the left-hand side this time and be able to plow into the end zone. Apologies for my poor steering tonight with the camera. But regardless, that is another touchdown for Sanders, making the current score 14-0 with the 2-point conversion up and coming. Another quarterback keeper right up the middle will easily convert the 2 points, making the score Sanders 16, Hopkins nothing. There is 4:49 left in the second quarter. So Sanders set to kick it off again to Hopkins after scoring the touchdown. Be a shorter kickoff this time. Picked up and then dropped. Be able to be corralled about 35, and the returner will not get much farther than that. We'll get to about the 38, maybe the 39. So that's where Hopkins will start this next possession, which will be their third time possessing the ball. Haven't been able to get much going on the other two. We'll see what they can do on this one. It's down to about 4:41 until halftime. And they have put the ball at around the 38-yard line. So that's where Hopkins is starting this next drive. Another handoff to the running back, which is met in the backfield, and now Sanders is running the other way with it, claiming they have a fumble. Haven't seen a signal. I think I see one ref indicating that Hopkins still has the ball, so hold on, I'm not sure that fumble counted. I think the refs are going to get together and talk about it. I haven't seen a touchdown signal, so I'm not sure what they're going to call this. All I saw was the Hopkins runner had it, and then suddenly Sanders was running the other way with it. Couldn't quite see what happened to the ball. Whether it hit the ground, whether forward progress was stopped, I'm not sure. Everyone's kind of walking towards the original line of scrimmage, so I think they're going to say that Hopkins maintains possession. I believe that will be the case. So no fumble and no touchdown for Sanders. Oh, I take that back. They just signaled that there was another illegal procedure, false start, something along those lines, penalty against Hopkins, and they did signal a touchdown. So the defensive touchdown does count for Sanders, which will make the score 22-0, and they will go for 2 to try and make it 24-0. Not quite clear on what about that last play, but they did signal touchdown in the end. So now the offense back on the field for Sanders to go for 2 after the defensive touchdown. And again, the quarterback's just going to run straight up the middle and get the 2-point conversion, making it 24-0. Ball we picked up inside the 20. Hopkins returner will take the ball to about the 37, where they will again have the ball. Have them roughly around the same starting field position on all their possessions so far. They will put it up at 37, so it'll be first down and 10 for Hopkins from there. Down to 3:46 left until halftime. Hopkins now down by 3 possessions, 24-0. With all the momentum going Sanders' way currently. See if Hopkins can change things here. Hopkins has the ball at 37, first down and 10. And another penalty will be, flag will be thrown before the snap. Probably going to be another false start or illegal procedure penalty against Hopkins. They've had quite a few of those tonight. Never saw a signal of there. Here it comes. That is indeed the case. Hopkins will be pushed back. Now the ball's at the 32, be first down and 15. High snap, but quarterback's able to corral it. He's going to try and throw a deep pass. And it will be incomplete. There was a receiver in the area, but not quite able to hold on to it. Second down and 15. Clock stopped at 3:34. Another high snap and a handoff along the, trying to run along the left-hand side. Now going to try and get what he can. Hit in the backfield, able to escape for a little bit and get back to around the line of scrimmage. So about no gain on the play. Maybe a gain of 1 if he's lucky. This will be third down at about 15. Quarterback's going to try another throw, and this one was almost intercepted by Sanders. But it falls harmlessly to the ground, incomplete. Now it'll be third down at 15. Forgive me, it was fourth down. I must have lost track of a down there. Short punt, doesn't even make it back across midfield. That'll be at 46. We touched around the 46. Apologize for my confusion on the downs. But Sanders will have the ball back again with starting field position inside Hopkins territory. 2:28 left until halftime, and Sanders has the ball back, already up 24-0. Another illegal procedure penalty has been called, I believe, against Hopkins. Or at least that was the signal. The ball is still sitting at the 41-yard line of Hopkins. I believe that's where it will stay. So now they're moving it forward. That's the chains, forgive me. I think we finally got everything straight. So Sanders will have the ball at Hopkins' 41-yard line, 1st and 10. A low snap, and this time the runner is met in the backfield for a huge loss on the other side of the 50. Tackled out about the 45-yard line on Sanders' side of the field, and the runner is shaken up a bit, down on one knee. Now he's got enough. It was a hard throw down by the Hopkins defenders. He might have just gotten the wind knocked out of him. A huge defensive play for Hopkins. Clock is still rolling after that loss, but now there's going to be a flag thrown. They're actually going to call a personal foul on Hopkins. So great play made on the defense, but I guess the throw down was just a bit too rough, leading to the penalty. So that will give Sanders a free 1st down. So after all that, it ends up being a 1st down for Sanders at Hopkins' 33-yard line. I'm going to say 32, 33. After the penalty, another low snap. He's going for a long pass, almost intercepted by Hopkins, but bounces before anybody can get a hand on it. Ball's incomplete. It stops the clock at 1:07 left until halftime. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Second down and 10, out about the 32-yard line for Sanders. This time will be a run play along the right-hand side. More broken tackles, and almost a gain of 10. I think it'll end up being a gain of 9. So not quite a 1st down. I think a 3rd down, about 1. The ball is now at the 18-yard line, with less than a minute to go with a running clock, down to 45 seconds. Sanders trying to add to their 24-0 lead before halftime. So again, 3rd down and about 1, maybe 2. And then 30 seconds. And it looks like they're going to try and throw it right up the middle, and it falls in between receivers. Falls incomplete, which will stop the clock at 26.1. It'll now be 4th down and about 2. Sanders, 26.1 seconds. Another low snap, another attempted pass. A lot of people in the area of the throw, but it lands out of bounds. So Hopkins does get a defensive stop with a turnover on downs, but only 19.7 seconds left in the half. So not much time for Hopkins to work with offensively. Decides to do with this very short possession, being down 24-0. Hopkins is trying to run a play, throw it up the middle, it is caught. And the receiver has room. He's not going to be stopped, he's going to be able to score a touchdown. I hear whistles. I don't think I saw an indication of touchdown. If there's no flag on the play, then it's first points for Hopkins. But there is a discussion going on with the refs. Long discussion going on. Not sure this is going to be a touchdown or not. Hopkins could desperately use the momentum going into halftime. The clock reads 6.9 seconds. But everyone's walking back to around the original line of scrimmage, so I'm not sure this is going to count. How about it rains and pours, it appears. Still haven't seen an indication of what the call is. I think they did call it a touchdown. There were some signals, but I was very confused about what they meant. I think there were more procedure penalties, but long story short, I think the main conclusion I saw is that they did count that touchdown. So Hopkins finally on the board here in the closing seconds of the half, and they will now go for 2 to try and cut the lead down 16 points. Low snap, quarterback's going to try and throw it again. It is caught, but it's not. It's short of the goal line. So a completed pass, but the throw was a little short, didn't get across the goal line. So no 2-point conversion. So the score will be 6-24 in favor of Sanders. But Hopkins does finally get in the end zone and on the board, which may be a sign of good things to come in the second half as they finally got a spark. So down to 6.9 seconds to go. Is being moved back to the 25, so I suppose all those penalties they called on the touchdown throw are going to be assessed on the kickoff. So now they are kicking off on the 25. Now things are starting to make a little more sense. And another flag is thrown on the kick. So we probably will back up and do it again. This legal procedure penalty has been killing Hopkins tonight. Now it'll be backed up to about the 20. Again, only 6.9 seconds, but looking more and more likely Sanders will have good field position again. Been a common theme of this half, which has helped them get their 24-6 lead. The kick will be picked up, and actually I think it rolled out of bounds before it reaches midfield as another flag is thrown. The ball rolled out about the 48. I'm guessing there'll be a penalty for the kick going out of bounds. So we'll see where Sanders finally gets the ball. With 6.9 seconds to work with. It ended up putting the ball at the 42 after the penalty for the ball going out of bounds on the kickoff. So Sanders will have the ball again in Hopkins territory, already at 24-6 with 6.9 seconds to go. Probably have time for one, maybe two plays if they're quick. And it was just handed off and tackled right in midfield, so a loss on the play. But the horn sounded for halftime, so that'll be where we stand at halftime. Hopkins 6, Sanders 24. So halftime, again, this is homecoming for Sanders, so the halftime might be a little longer than a normal game. I was told it probably shouldn't be longer than about 10 to 15 minutes. So we'll keep the stream here, and you can just keep checking in about 15 minutes, and we'll see you then. Just finishing up the cha-cha slide here. I think we're about to end halftime. Clock on the stadium says 45 seconds. And Sanders will get the ball to start this third quarter as Hopkins got the opening kickoff. Again, Sanders is leading 24-6 as Hopkins was able to score right before halftime. Down to 10 seconds. Waiting for the clock to run down. And there it is. And another penalty. So starting the second half the same way the first half was going. Penalties galore. On a short kick. I see Hopkins moved a little early on that kickoff team. Ball was picked up at around midfield, so we'll see what happens. I think we're moving the ball back to the 35, and we're going to do the kickoff again. So take two. No whistles this time. Picked up inside the 30. And the returner will be tackled at around the 42. So for the first time tonight, Sanders is going to start a drive inside their own territory. The first down and 10 for Sanders from about their own 42. Leading 24-6 as we get started with this third quarter. a run along the left-hand side and met pretty quickly. Not even sure he got back to the line of scrimmage. Much better run defense by Hopkins to start this third quarter. I think they're going to put it at the 42, so we'll end up being no gain on the play. It'll be second down and 10. Low snap that kind of skipped to the quarterback. On another run up the middle and a spin move. He's able to get away. I don't know if anyone's going to catch him. They'll catch him after he makes it to the end zone. Again, I apologize for not getting the camera turned quickly enough. So it'll end up being another touchdown for Sanders on their opening drive in the third quarter. On another quarterback keeper that ends up with the runner in the end zone. Sanders has scored quite a few of the touchdowns that way. Oh, wait. Hold the presses. They're calling a penalty on Sanders on that long run by the quarterback. The touchdown will not count. I did not see the flag thrown, but I did just see the indication. So no score for Sanders. There was a penalty. So now we have to figure out where the ball will be. Looks like they're going to put it at the 25. So it'll be first down and 10 for Sanders at the 25. No score. So it's still 24-6, but it will be a first down. Another ball that kind of skipped to the quarterback, and he's tripped up, grabbed around the ankles as soon as he tries to run through the line. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. There have been a lot of penalties that I have missed or after the fact, so hope you'll bear with me here. Should be second down and 10. I didn't see the chains say first down, but I believe it should be second down. Another run along the left-hand side for not a lot of gain. Gained a few yards. Ball is at about the 22. Gain of about 3, 4, maybe 5. So that should make it third down if my math is right, and about 6, give or take. Okay, so the chain does say third down now, so I'm now matching what they're saying. Another low snap, and the runner will try and keep it going on the right-hand side. And he's finally tackled at around the 10. It will be enough for first down. So it'll be first down and goal. Sanders on his first drive of the third quarter. Sanders currently leading 24-6. Trying to add here with it being first and goal. And another flag is thrown before the snap. I'm imagining it is some sort of illegal movement. Though on which team I do not know. And they're going to call it on Hopkins. So Hopkins apparently jumped a little early offside, which will push Sanders closer to the goal line. So they're going to put the ball, I guess, at around the 5. Yep, right at the 5. So it'll be first down and goal for Sanders from the 5-yard line. After the penalty on Hopkins. Penalties have been a huge killer for them tonight. And another flag flies, but the play is still going on. Quarterback kept it and got to about the 3, but again, there was a penalty. Since they let the play continue, I imagine it was an offsides on Hopkins again, so that was probably a free play. Let's see what they end up calling. It's actually on Sanders. So they'll basically push the ball back to the 10 where it originally was before Hopkins' penalty. Trading 5-yard penalties here on this first down and goal play. So now it'll be first and goal again from the 10. And another flag flies. Again, a short run got to about the 6, so a gain of about 4. But again, it probably will not matter because there was a flag. And again, it's on Sanders for legal procedure. So that should push the ball to the 15. Now it'll be first to go from the 15, and I believe a timeout has been called. His first drive has taken about 3 minutes of the quarter. We're down to 4:58. Sanders is driving, but getting stalled at the 10-yard line due to penalties. They're trying to add to their 24-6 lead. Conversation between the Sanders coaches and the refs, which is why this timeout has been a little bit extended. I'm not sure what the discussion's about. Now it looks like the refs are going over to talk with the coaching staff on Hopkins. Yeah, I'm not sure what the delay is, but I think we finally got all coaches and players on the same page. So now it will, I believe, if I remember correctly, it was first down and goal from the 15-yard line for Sanders. And the quarterback's going to keep it again. Done it several times tonight. This time it'll only be for a short gain. Actually, there might have been a loss because I think they're going to mark it at the 11. Oh, that'll be a short gain. Sorry, I lost track of where we were for a minute. Started at the 15, went to the 11, gain of 4. Got back and forth to Hughes before a minute. So it'll be second down and goal from the 11. They're down to 4:17 and counting in the quarter. Quarterback's going to keep it a run along the left again. And again, he's going to plow through the defense and get into the end zone. Again, how several of their touchdowns have been scored tonight. And that will make the score 30-6 in favor of Sanders. With a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Run along the right-hand side of the line, and they are saying he was able to get across for the 2 points. So the score will now be Sanders 32, Hopkins 6. And now down to 4:10 left in the third. Hopkins will get the ball for the first time in the second half. Picked up at around the 20 by Hopkins. And run it back to about the 40. Probably got pushed out a little before that. See where they spot it. I think they're actually going to put it out around the 38. So that will be where Hopkins starts this first drive of the second half. Now down by 26. And the quarterback just has to fall on the ball. I think that was a low snap that he couldn't quite handle. So that'll be a loss on the play at about the 34. So loss of about 4 on the play. Need a second down and 14. Hopkins just not been able to get anything going offensively tonight. Except for that one long pass play for the touchdown right before half. be a direct snap keeper. Then he's going to try and run around the defense. He's able to find the edge and gets hammered at the 40. It'll be a short gain on the play. Luckily, everyone looks to be okay, and there's no skirmishes after that big hit on the Sanders sideline. At the end of the day, it was a short game for Hopkins, and it ended up being a 3rd down and about 8. I believe that is. Ball plays up to 40. I don't see any flags. So 3rd down at about 8 from the 40-yard line. Quarterback's going to try and throw it. Receiver out there catching it behind the line of scrimmage and able to make a move and get away. He's got 2 men to beat along the sideline, and they're not going to catch him. Hopkins finally gets a positive offensive play. For a touchdown. Don't want to speak too loudly because there's been several plays called back, but it looks like everyone is A-okay with that one. So the touchdown will count. So Hopkins is now looking for 2, take the score 14-32. High snap, but able to be corralled with a run right up the middle. Looks like he's not going to quite make it. He stopped short of the goal line, so no 2-point conversion. Second failed attempt tonight for Hopkins. But they do get the touchdown, so the score is now 12-32. With about 2:30 to go in the 3rd. Ball fell off the tee before the kicker could connect. Either that or it was an onside kick attempt, I'm not quite sure. But it ended in yet another flag. Not surprising, I think every kickoff we've had has had at least one flag. I think that was supposed to be an onside kick attempt that did not end successfully for Hopkins. Hopkins. Now I think they've signaled that the ball is Sanders and that the onside kick was not successful. So the offense and the defense are coming on the field. Special teams are going off. So Sanders will get the ball again on Hopkins' side of the field at the 44, maybe the 43. So it'll be first down and 10 for Sanders. Well, they decided to go ahead and snap it. Hopkins was not set or ready. Hopkins was slow getting to the line, and Sanders went ahead and snapped it and ran a play. He was able to run it all the way down to the 22. A big collision at the end. Lackadaisical lining up. Back to hurt Hopkins. Everyone's set this time, but a run along the left will get another gain. Run down all the way to about the 16-yard line. Gain of about 7. It'll be second down at about 3. Another run along the left-hand side. Plenty of room over there. Wasn't quite able to get to the end zone, I don't think. I think they're going to mark him just short, and they will. They're going to mark him out down to 1. And I think a timeout has been called. It'll be first down and goal for Sanders from the 1-yard line. With Sanders already being ahead by 20 points, 12-32. Down to 1:10 left in this third quarter. And a run along the left-hand side will make it an easy touchdown for Sanders. So that'll make the score 12-38. With 2-point conversion upcoming. And that snap kind of bounced to the quarterback, but he still picks it up and tries to throw it, but it falls incomplete. So for the first time tonight, Sanders does not get a 2-point conversion. So the score will stay Hopkins 12, Sanders 38. And I believe there's a young man down in the end zone. That will be a 10-2 before the next kickoff. Down to 1:06 left in the third. Hopkins set to get the ball back. Now down by 26. They've got the player off the field, able to walk off under his own power. Good news there. Now be fielded inside the 20. Turner will try and run up the middle. Be met before he gets to the 40. I think they're going to mark it at the 39, so just before the 40. And Hopkins will have the ball from there. Now down to less than a minute here in the third. Like what we've seen a lot tonight, a whistle before the snap. It's going to be offsides on Sanders, which will make it first down and 5 for Hopkins. Now it'll move the ball to 44. And the quarterback's going to keep it and try and run straight up the middle. Gets met very quickly. As soon as he crosses the 45, I think they're going to say he made it to the 46. So a gain of about 2. Make it second down and about 3. Now down to 20 seconds and counting left in the third. Hopkins probably has time for one more play before we switch quarters, but they don't seem to be in a hurry to run it. We'll see if they get it off. Down to 10 seconds. And they will get it off before the quarter runs out. The quarterback will keep and run along the right-hand side of the line, and make it to Sanders' side of the field, make it to about the 45 before he's pushed out. And that'll be the end of the third. Score Hopkins 12 and Sanders 38. They will now switch sides in the field. But luckily, with the ball being right around midfield, you do not have to go very far. So as we get ready to start the fourth, Hopkins will have the ball first and 10 at Sanders' 45-yard line. So the score, Hopkins 12, Sanders 38. And a high snap, but the quarterback's able to corral it and throw behind the line. And it's going to be a double pass attempt. There's a player wide open. And the pass is caught at around the 21. 21-yard line. Sorry, got so distracted by what's going on in the backfield, couldn't move the camera fast enough. So the trick play worked. Looked like that play was going nowhere fast, but the ball was able to be thrown for a big play for Hopkins. Down at the 21-yard line. Another high snap. Quarterback looking to throw, not finding anybody open. Now he'll throw it, and it's intercepted. There's some Hopkins receiver in the area, but instead is caught by a Sanders defender. So promising drive for Hopkins ends in a turnover. Sanders will get the ball back, and I think they're going to mark it at the 27. Sanders will go along the left-hand side and will be tackled at about the 42, so a gain of about 10. I think they're going to call him just short of a first down. I think they're going to say it's a gain of about 9 at the 41, so it'll be second down and 1 as they get the ball back after the turnover. Blow, and a timeout has been called. Down to 6:49 left in the game. So second down at about 1 for Sanders. Again, another snap that kind of bounces to the quarterback. It'll be picked up and run for a short gain, but it is enough for a first down as it's taken to about the 45. So gain of about 4. A new set of downs for Sanders, and more importantly, the clock will continue to run. Now down to 6.5 minutes left. And direct snap, quarterback keeper. Run through the defense and will finally be pushed out on Hopkins' side of the field at the 45. So it'll be another new set of downs. The run out of bounds will stop the clock at 6:04. First down time for Sanders from 45. Another direct snap, quarterback keeper run. This time will be tackled inbounds to keep the clock going. Tackled at about the 29. That'll be another first down. Clock running with 5:45 and counting left. As I imagine that Sanders' main intent on this drive is to run the clock out. Already being ahead by 26 points. This time they're actually looking to throw. Of course, they want to contradict me. And there was a receiver in the area, got his fingertips on it, but couldn't bring it in. But falls incomplete. It stops the clock at 5:18. It'll be second down. Just when I say they want to keep running to keep the clock rolling, they throw a pass. Ball still at the 30. It'll be second down and 10. 5:18 left to go. Quarterback again is going to keep it. Again, looking to find running room. It'll be met a little before the 35, and they're going to put it 25. Sorry, I think they're going to put it at the 26-yard line. So a gain of about 4. So make it second down at about 6. The clock is continuing to run down 4:40 and counting. Another run along the right-hand side. Tackled inbounds before he reaches the 20. Probably going to put him at around the 22-yard line. Actually, I think they're going to put him at the 21. So a gain of about 4 again on the play. It'll be third down at about 2. Maybe 1. Now down to 4 minutes and counting on the clock. Quarterback's going to run along the right again. Going to get enough for the first down. He's still going and was able to get away from the defense and enough to get in the end zone. Just plowed through the defenders and broken tackles. And Sanders is able to score again. Well, actually, okay, yeah. There were some players walking back. I thought maybe there might have been another foul on the play. But the way tonight's game is going, you never know. But I think the touchdown will count. Sanders will go for 2. Quarterback's going to try and run along the left-hand side, but he reaches the ball out, and they're going to say he did not quite get it across. So no 2-point conversion. I apologize, of course, he was in the corner. Y'all can't see. No 2-point conversion. That will make the score Hopkins 12, Sanders 44. Down to 3:37 left. short kick. Might have been an onside kick attempt. There was a fight for it around the 46, 40, maybe the 47. But I think Hopkins is going to get the ball. Now a timeout has been called before the start of this next possession. It's looking like Hopkins will have the ball. We've marked it at the 47. 3:29 left in the game. Hopkins is down for 32 points with score 12-44. Going to throw it, and pass is incomplete, throwing behind the line. Threw a little behind the receiver. So it falls incomplete. It'll be second down and 10. Pretty much sums up the night for Hopkins offensively. It's not been a smooth operation tonight. Stop the clock at 3:24. Looking to throw again, this time forward, and it is complete at about the 48. Got to Sanders' side of the field. A gain of about 5, maybe 6. I think it's third down and medium. The clock continuing to run down to 3 minutes and counting. They're down to about 5. Quarterback looking to throw again, this time going for a deep ball. And it is caught. And still fighting for extra yardage, finally taken down at about the 20. So the first down and 10 for Hopkins. So Hopkins finding some offensive rhythm. Hopefully they'll keep it going. Last time they got down here, they threw an interception. Dropping back again, throwing it up in the corner of the end zone. And I believe it's caught. And there's the signal. So touchdown reception for Hopkins. With 2:11 in the game. And Hopkins will try and get their first 2-point conversion attempt of the game. The previous 2 have been unsuccessful. for the third time tonight, Hopkins is not able to get the two-point conversion. The score now sits at Hopkins 18, Sanders 44. Down to 2:11 left in the game. That'll be an onside kick attempt, but bouncing around and picked up by Sanders. And tackled at around the 47-yard line. Sanders 47, I should say. So Sanders will get the ball. 2:06 left in the game. Clock is rolling now at 1:45 and counting. Imagine Sanders will be content to take the time. As he takes off and runs right up the middle. More broken tackles. A common theme tonight. Finally stacked up inside the 25. I think that will take it down to about the 27. First down from there. Now down to 1:23. The clock has stopped. I'm not sure why, because it was tackled in bounds. Perhaps a timeout was called. Okay, now the clock will start running. Now under a minute, and 56 seconds and counting. And Sanders in no rush, not surprisingly. Now they're throwing behind the line, and the receiver was caught it and will run along the side. He might get to the end zone, and he will. Sanders has been able to run past the tacklers all night. And there was another example. That'll now make the score 18-50 with the two-point conversion up and coming. The touchdown was scored with 38.1 seconds to go. For what has been a rough night for the Hopkins Eagles. Caught and the two-point conversion is successful. So the score, excuse me, is Hopkins 18, Sanders 52. And I imagine, barring something crazy on the next kickoff, that would probably be the ending score. Again, with only 38.1 seconds. But crazier things have happened, so we shall see. called. I think there was some confusion on the personnel. They're supposed to be on the field for Sanders. Coming out of the timeout, we'll be ready for the next kickoff. We will try and run the last 38.1 seconds off the clock. Kick will be fielded near the 20, and the returner falls down at about the 30. I think they're going to say it was down to 31. Down to 32.9. So Hopkins will have 32.9 seconds to work with on what will, I imagine, be the last possession of the game. Didn't see an indication of a timeout, but maybe one was called. I'm not sure what else would cause the delay. And we're just trying to run 32.9 seconds off the clock. Hopkins, quarterback, will try and get a long pass and able to, actually, they say he did not complete the catch, so an incomplete pass stops the clock at 25.7 seconds. Second down and 10. Looking to throw again. Kind of throwing it up for grabs. And again, it will fall incomplete. Down to 18.9 seconds. And third down and 10. And a knee will be taken, and then that should finally run the clock out. So the final score will be Hopkins 18 and Sanders 52. So a rough night for Hopkins. So it is now official. Again, the final score, Hopkins 18, Sanders 52. Appreciate all who tuned in tonight, and we hope to see you next week at 6:30 p.m. Have a good night, everyone.